But here's what we do know already from the first release, and there's sure to be more of this in the second release when that comes, which is Jeffrey Epstein was aided and abetted in all of this, made money, had influence, had connections by building on his relationships one after another. You know, this rich person, this famous person, you trade off that relationship to bring another rich and famous person into your orbit. I have searched my memory to know whether I had any interactions with Jeffrey Epstein since all this became such a big national story. And I did. I had one forum where I saw the guy. There was a series of events that were movie screenings, okay? There was a woman in New York who had relationships with all the Hollywood studios, and she would do small, 10 people, 100 people, usually no more than that, movie screenings before movies premiered, sometimes months before they premiered, and then typically dinners after them. And I was honored to be included. A lot of famous people were invited. A lot of powerful people were invited. And there were fun evenings because you went and you got to see a hot movie before it was public. You got to have dinner at a fancy restaurant afterwards. And Jeffrey Epstein was there a lot. I didn't focus on it at the time. I was never introduced to him to my recollection. But he stood out because he was always kind of hovering around, scanning the crowd. The woman who organized the events and Jeffrey Epstein were clearly very close. But he had, that showed me in retrospect the kind of access he had, because those were, again, there were movie stars there were rich people there, famous people there, political people, a lot of media people. Okay, so that's my direct exposure to what we now see in vivid detail in all these emails.